Dude, where's my car? This is not my car either. And then what's this car? Good afternoon. It is December 5th, 2025, and something strange has happened. My car has disappeared because it has been sold. I sold it for $2,800, and I've been driving around my dad's wagon that he lent me, and I'm going to be selling that for him. Well, actually, I bought it off of him because my timing belt broke on my other wagon, so I've been driving that. But since I sold this one for $2,800, I was able to buy something else that's in the shop right now. And ba-boom, 2005 Honda Pilot. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh, the hood's up and the tire's off and everything. You're already doing work. But dude, like, this thing is, oh man, I would have never thought that I would like such a normal car. But I had a bunch of miles on the wagon, 390,000 miles, and I broke the timing belt, and I was to the point where I'm like, dude, I just gotta sell this thing. And so I was in the market of either getting a first or second gen Pilot or a first or second gen CRV, and I really wanted a CRV, 5-speed all-wheel drive, but that's kind of out of the market. But I got this instead. So I got it last night from people that had it since 2015. So they had it about 10 years, and they were the second owners. It has 322,000 miles on it, and as of now, it has, let's see all the things that are wrong with it. So everything else that I don't talk about is pretty good about this car. So like, for example, there's a dent in this door. So when you open up the door, it gets the fender right there a little bit. And then just typical clear coat coming off in the corners and stuff. But then, dude, the plus is that this thing is kind of straight, you know? It's got a receiver hitch so I can tow, and this is the EXL model, so it's also all-wheel drive. So that is like a huge plus. And like, as you can see on this side, it's like pretty straight. So it's just that one ding in the door over there, and for the most part, it's pretty nice. And then I've only opened up the hood last night in the dark, and so this is the first time I've had it open with it in the shop, and like, it's, you know, a little dirty, but looks like it's been well maintained. And I think on the front end of the motor where this valve cover is, I think it's leaking from there, because I jumped under here. You know what, that'll be the next place we go. We'll jump under there real quick and see what we can see. So I've already had a Pilot, but it was a 2006 and this is a 2005, but they're very similar. They still have a J series. This one's all-wheel drive, and so there's the oil filter, that's nice. And then there's the transmission transfer case. The J pipe, which I learned is like where they meet, and to make them sound really good, you get a header that has where they converge right here is farther down. So it's like more of a long tube instead of a short tube header. And it's a all stock exhaust, just stock cat, stock muffler. But what's cool is that back there is a drive shaft, dude, and a drive shaft safety loop. Do I see that really? But yeah, like for being under here and having like very minimal, like, you know, oil, and I mean there's a little bit from right here, but like, dude, 322,000 miles, that's gonna happen, you know? So I mean, we should go inside, huh? So let's see. Let's shut the hood so you guys can get the full effect. Ba-boom. More clear coat falling off. But, I mean, it just has potential, man. I can't have anything too perfect, you know? So speaking of that, you go inside and, you know, it's got leather, navigation, heated seats. It does have a check engine light, but no other lights. Oh, actually the TP tire pressure sensor, whatever, lights on too, but like other than that, no other lights. All the gauges work, sunroof works, and all leather interior, freshly broken in. And then it sits 8, so that's a lot of people. The back seat looks real good. As you can see, Carson's already rode in it and he likes it. And like the headliner, of course, is like held in with like pins because these always are falling and sagging out. And then the rear opens up real nice. And then it has the third row. It's folded down and like not super duper dirty. Like the last Pilot I had, dude, that thing was trashed on the inside compared to this thing. This is going to be very little cleaning. The other one was like stupid amount of hours were spent. And so, yeah. And the thing is that the last SUV or truck I had was a 2001 Chevy Suburban, and it was black, and I kind of like a black car. Definitely different than having a white car for so long. And then what's cool is like I got this tire knocked off and I'm just looking at everything, and everything is like in pretty good shape. Like the boots on the axles are not ripped. The sway bar link has got like a little bit of dry rot, but then the bottom ball joint doesn't have any rips or anything, so everything's taking grease. Brake pads will have to definitely be changed out soon. But oh, and then the typical Honda lower control arm cut like on the bushing right there. So it doesn't make a whole lot of racket in the front when you're driving, but when you are, whew, dude, you're driving in style. This thing starts up and just purrs, and it's only on its third transmission. And so the people that had it before, they said they had put in 3 different used transmissions, and so like, you know, third time's the charm. This thing shifts so smooth you could barely even feel it. This thing is 4-wheel drive too, and that's a super plus. But yeah, we'll have to take this thing for a ride. Instead, let's just check it out. So I just got done cleaning it. All I did was give it a good bath, and then I took off all 4 tires, and each corner I greased up everything and checked everything out, and everything looked real nice. And I also took the wheels, and they had a lot of like road grime, as you can see like right there. I didn't get it super perfect, but I did each wheel. And there's nothing better than giving your new car its first bath, because then you get to really see all the imperfections. So like when you look at it from here, you can see how the door is kind of caved in right there. But other than that, I mean, it looks pretty doggone sharp. Like this piece right here is missing. The Pilot badge is missing. But it just makes me want to go and go to the junkyard for sure and get parts. I could definitely buff this out and like that would be gone. This side looks, it's a lot straighter for sure. And there's just like tiny things, like this part on the roof rack is missing. But yeah, it's looking so good. Oh yeah, that's right. I took some sandpaper and soap and everything, and redid the headlights so they're pretty clear compared to what they were. And yeah, I can't wait to take this on all the adventures for sure. And it's a new part of my life, and I'm just so glad to have something that is a daily. But you know me, I'm gonna make it into my own for sure here probably in the next couple months, and you guys will see that on the next episode. Bye.